Edge guarding is just not a thing in that game. Marth is one of the dopest characters in the game. Well, in my opinion, every character in the top 8 is really sick in their own unique way, even Puff. I think people just, like, don't like Puff because they don't like HBox a lot of the time, but that character is fucking gnarly. The only problem is that when people imagine some characters like Puff and Samus and stuff like that, they always imagine them in, like, floaty-based matchups where it's obviously awful. Like, Puff versus Ices is definitely not the most exciting thing. Same with, like, Puff versus Samus and all that. Like, those are slow, boring-ass matchups, but throw them against a fast faller and it's really fucking fun. The thing I really like about wobbling is that it really punishes undisciplined players and really rewards people who are disciplined. That's something I do like about wobbling, is that it definitely rewards people who have a lot more of a methodical approach to the game. Which is, well, I mean, Armada never has icy problems because he plays Peach, but, like, if you're, like, I feel like a player like Drugged Fox would never have problems with Ices nearly as much as a lot of other players. Yeah, those matchups are definitely awful. Dude, what did Drugged Fox just stop, like, trying to compete? Or did he just fall off really hard? Because, like, there was a period where he was, like, definitely top 10, if not, like, 12th at worst. He retired? Fucking rip, dude. He was so his Fox was fucking insane. He was easily one of my favorite Foxes to watch. It probably was hand issues considering he grounded Tech Skull as much as he did. In all honesty, I think Mango's Fox is one of the least interesting to watch out of high-level Fox players, and I'm kind of happy that he's going solo Falco, because his Falco is actually just gnarly. You can switch characters in the middle of matches, but generally people will just play the same match, or the same character with, and generally it would be best of 5s once you get deeper into a bracket. It starts out best of 3, and then later in the tournament switches to best of 5. And instead of it being mainly character-based, like a game like Dota or whatever, a lot of it has to do with, like, stage pick. Like, stages is kind of like, in my opinion, Melee's and Smash 4's kind of cool, like, way that matches can be different, kind of like CSGO maps and, like, Rainbow Six maps and Dota Heroes and stuff. But Heroes is more like a character thing. Yeah, players generally have their main character, and then a character they play for only a few specific matchups. Like a player named Plup main Sheik, but if he ever plays against Hungerbox, he'll play Fox, because Fox generally is considered to have a favorable matchup against Puff. Other than HBox, Zane is probably currently... Oh no, Leffen is... Leffen and HBox are the best solo mains in the game, but Zane would be 3rd. I think Zane at this point is better than Mango. I put Zane above Mango at this point. I mean, Zane fucking double eliminated HBox in a tournament. Like, if you double eliminate, not necessarily them. If, like, someone like M2K or Mango wins, it's gonna really shake shit up. But if HBox wins, he'll probably get number 1, and if Armada wins, he'll also get number 1. That's true. He got... That poor dude didn't make top 8 at EVO in the most bullshit way. He got Armada'd into H-boxed at Evo. No, or H-boxed into Armada'd. How unlucky could you be? Like, that's gotta be the biggest boner killer. It's probably different when you're a top-level player. Especially when you're a top-level Marth player. I feel like top-level Marths have a lot of faith in, like, I honestly think Zane probably fears Armada, but not nearly as much as you would think, because Armada's, like, pretty bad against, well, not pretty bad, but, like, Marth's definitely a matchup he's not as strong at. Mod and Orange, yeah, pretty much. Their Dota team is literally nothing. Which is kind of sad, because I tried to be a fan of Alliance in Dota ever since, like, pre-TI3, when they were, like, the best team in the world uncontested. And when they won WCA in, I think it was 2016 or 2015 or something. It was 2015. That was probably the most fun I've ever had watching a competitive game. Is watching Alliance win WCA against LGD in 2015. It was like the accumulation of something I've been waiting for literally 2 years at that point, is to see our Alliance lift up another trophy. And they did it, and then they were like literally like for like a month the best team in the game, and then they fell off again, which honestly is what probably everyone expected. It was so absurd how good they got. They were so fucking good for those 2 months. It was insane. Every player on the team was just playing so phenomenal. Right after TI5. So good. So I remember also staying up, because it was a best of 5. Staying up until literally like 7 a.m. to watch that. Too much time in Alliance. I mean, he's found a lot of success in the game. Like, he just got 3rd at TI. He's won 2 majors in the last year. He's won 2 majors and gotten 3rd at TI. You can't really be upset about that. It's kind of wild how close EG was to not qualifying. It was probably not a smart move. In all honesty, it wasn't, but it fucking worked out. Up a game against Ryan, that's wild. Where's Moki from? Is he Canadian? I don't really know anything about Moki. I know I've heard the name many times before, but I don't know anything about him as a player. That'd definitely be an upset, though. Ryan Ford is unbelievably good. Honestly, this year has probably been one of the best for Melee in a while. It's been one of the best for fucking esports in a while, let's be real. Like, TI was fucking unbelievable. The one major. The one CS major was unbelievable. Leffen winning Evo was fucking amazing. Evo had so many good fucking storylines. Taquito's loser run in Street Fighter V was one of the greatest fucking things. He almost did a repeat of last year, which I kind of wish he did, because I love Taquito. Zem, honestly, you're like the last person I'd ever expect to be a Sheik main. In all honesty, I can only see you as someone who'd play like Falcon or Falco. Like you seem like the last person who would play Sheik. I had no idea who to root for in Street Fighter V. It was hard, man, because like Problem X was just like such a likable player, and he's also from fucking England. Like, and when's the last time someone from England has done something relevant in esports? But the Chiquito is just too lovable. And even, like, Luffy is so lovable just because he plays with a PS1 pad. Like, there's so many fucking players in Street Fighter V I wanted to... But yeah, it was Problem X, I'm pretty sure. Ryan even the score next. Two England boys and got through the first stage of the CS Major. Oh yeah, with Big, right? Big is a surprisingly good team. I hope that they can find a consistent form, because it's always fun to see new teams like that make the come up. Oh yeah, Complexity is doing well, aren't they? So don't have very strong tech skill. That's fair, especially since you already do something really technical in Ratchet. I imagine that you focusing a lot of time on tech skill in Melee would not. You'd be spreading yourself really thin. It's probably why if I got back into Melee, I'd probably play Sheik or Marth. Probably be the characters I'd play. Either that or I'd play a super, like, not technical Falco, just like a super fundamental Falco, where I do very basic tech. Like, I do, like, you know, I can do, like, a shine out of shield every so often. What do you think of M2K? I think he's either one of the greatest players in the world or like a not mediocre, but like if he could find a semblance of consistency in his gameplay, he would be unfucking believable. Like he would easily be top 3 like every year, but he's so inconsistent. Because I feel like it just depends a lot on how he feels on a particular day. I feel like his emotions control his gameplay a lot. Like, he went from, like, he literally won fucking, like, he won Big House, or not Big House, excuse me, Smash Summit, into not even making top 8 at EVO because he had to run into Armada. Like, it's just, like, if he could find the, like, pretty much if every player could find the consistency Armada has, they'd be, like, top 3 in the world, but is Armada that good? He's the most consistent player in the game by a pretty significant margin. In the past few years, he's pretty much only ever lost. He's pretty much only ever lost in the last few years to like less than 10 players. Like the only players Armada has lost to in like the last like 10 years has been HBox, PPMD, M2K, Mango, Leffen, Swedish, and Plup. Who was the third? Who was the third upset? Because there's Plup and there's Armada generally plays Peach, but he has a secondary Fox he pulls out often. Oh, you don't consider Leffen Plup? Who are the other two then? What's kind of weird is that in recent years, there's been so many amazing forms from like a lot of different players. Like, Amsa. Oh, Swedish Silent Spectre and Amsa. Amsa beat him at pound, no. Yeah, did Amsa beat him at, was it pound 4? Did Silent Spectre beat him at pound 4 maybe? I can't remember. It was Amsa. Amsa did beat him though. It's crazy to think that Amsa is the only player from Europe other than Leffen to be able to beat Armada, like, ever. It's fucking wild how consistent he is. That's fair. 2 golds in a row. That gold is not even that good. guess it... Like, that didn't feel like a good map, but I still golded by almost a second. I guess that goes to show how bad my golds are, considering I, like, haven't gotten to this, this episode very often. Let's not die this time, okay? Alright, now we really only have E3 M6 to worry about, so this could be it for Half-Life 2. I have yet to try that out, and I really want to. I feel like the run could be a really, really fun breath of fresh air for me. Another gold. See, these golds are all so bad because I haven't gotten to this far into a run in so long that all these golds just stuck. Alright, really only one thing left to kill my run. Let's see if it does. I'm gonna go for it, even if it's something I shouldn't do. Okay, I got it. Cool. I got 4 golds in a row. God, that upsets me so much how bad my late game was. Okay, there is one more thing that could kill this run, but this run should be a PB. And fuck the teleporter. Yeah, that's not the one thing I was referring to, because I think I have done that before. I can't remember, but... Just take your fucking time, and you'll be fine. We did it. Now we just gotta get into the teleporter. Bruno is an epic gamer. You just take your time. Just wait an extra... Don't wait too long, because then it will go completely through it, but... Okay, 1347.77.